Now, from the Columbia Basin, your local news source, this is iFIBER 1 News, presented in high definition. The #1 source for real-time local news, local sports headlines, and our very own Weather Center forecast covering the entire Columbia Basin. With your iFIBER 1 News team, reporting news in real time as it's happening. From the iFIBER Communications HD broadcast studio in Ephrata, Washington, this is iFIBER 1 News, and it starts now.
Welcome to iFIBER 1 News. I'm Cody Johnson with news from around the Columbia Basin for Monday, January 21st, Martin Luther King Day. Tonight we report on how the gun used in a Connell murder was found in Othello and how Soap Lake is bolstering its police force. We look at the start of the Relay for Life season in the Columbia Basin and how state unemployment has reached a new low. In sports, we examine the teams heading to the Super Bowl in a battle of the Harbaugh brothers. Our spotlight story tonight is about the celebration of Martin Luther King Jr. And we've got the latest weather forecast for the Columbia Basin from the iFIBER 1 Weather Center. Our top story tonight, iFIBER 1 News viewers helped investigators recover the gun allegedly used to kill a Connell man, along with the shooting suspect's vehicle in Othello on Sunday. Connell Police Chief Mike Kessler stated they found a black 1988 Ford Mustang belonging to 40-year-old Julio Cesar Hernandez. They also found the .45 caliber semi-automatic pistol that killed 30-year-old Saul Ramos Arizat on Thursday. Police initially believed Hernandez could be in the Electric City area, but a confirmed sighting on Thursday placed the suspect in Othello. Police say they don't know where Hernandez is now or where he may be headed. He is armed and considered dangerous. The shooting is reportedly Connell's first homicide in 19 years. Soap Lake's police force is larger than it's been in quite a while, with the addition of 2 more reserve officers last week. Here with the story is Ryan Lancaster.
Soap Lake's police force is larger than it's been in a long while, with the addition of 2 more reserve officers last week. Lucky Atkins and Garrett Klein were sworn in by Mayor Raymond Gravel at Wednesday's council meeting. The city now has 2 full-time officers and 5 reserve officers, with another set to come on board soon. Soap Lake had only 1 reservist before Police Chief Glenn Quantz was hired about 6 months ago, with the task of rebuilding the ailing department. At a council meeting earlier this month, Quantz said during his tenure, the Soap Lake Police Department has made more than 90 arrests. According to the Grant County Prosecutor's Office, the city's previous police force made an average of 1 arrest per month. Before Wednesday's swearing-in ceremony, longtime Reserve Officer Justin Rowland recounted how about 7 months back, he and fellow reservist Rowdy Yates asked the council to
be patient with us, give us time, let us rebuild, see what we can do.
Rowland, who was raised in Soap Lake, said he's happy to be part of the rebuilding effort and is proud to serve with his fellow officers.
I like these guys like my family. I love them like my family. They are my family, every single one of them.
Atkins has held prior positions with Soap Lake and Mattawa Police Departments, and he was also a Moses Lake Community Service Officer. Atkins says he passed up a paid provisional position with another agency because he missed working in Soap Lake.
You know, anything we can do to help them, make their city a better place to live in, that's my whole objective.
Klein, meanwhile, has worked for the Grand Coulee Police Department and the Grant County Sheriff's Office. He's also an emergency dispatcher with strong ties to Soap Lake, having served as a volunteer firefighter and with the city's former ambulance service. Klein says, like Atkins, he's excited to come back home to help.
I'm here to do the best I can and put as big a dent, whatever we can put a dent in as possible.
The bad guys.
Oh boy, howdy.
For iFIBER 1 News, this is Ryan Lancaster reporting.
Thanks, Ryan. If you're out of work, it might be getting easier to find a job. The state unemployment rate declined to its lowest rate in 4 years, but not due to job creation. Washington's unemployment rate dropped to 7.6%. The decline in unemployment is due to a shrinking labor force. The State Employment Security Department stated the decrease does not mean more jobs, but more people have stopped looking for work. The state estimates that roughly 60,000 fewer people are looking for work, But it's not all bad news. The state has regained about 115,000 jobs of the 205,000 lost during the recession. Relay for Life has kicked off the fundraising season. A group gathered in Moses Lake to celebrate and get a start on it. Here with the story is Ryan Lancaster.
Moses Lake's Relay for Life organizers met Thursday at the Grant County Fairgrounds. Dozens of people showed up for the superhero-themed kickoff to the 2013 event. Relay for Life is the biggest fundraiser of the year for the American Cancer Society.
The first Relay for Life in Moses Lake was in 1988, which makes this year our 25th year.
Attendees enjoyed cake and other refreshments while Highmark introduced other organizers and shared a bit about the awards the group has brought in. Moses Lake has far outpaced the national fundraising goal set by the American Cancer Society.
Relay for Life per capita aims for $100 per participant. We knocked that out of the water. I mean, it was way better than that. Do you recall what it was per number? 209, I think. 209? Oh, 209. So we more than doubled what they aimed for.
Later on, Lacey Hoffman shared how she was diagnosed with cancer at the age of 17.
But I figured for me at that point, I had my youth on my side, and other than the obvious cancer, I was pretty healthy and was ready to further research for other individuals. And thank God I did, because March 25th will be 10 years that I've been well.
And that's what it's all about. The Moses Lake Relay Group is hosting a Team Captain University on February 21st. For more information on how to get involved, visit relayforlife.org/MosesLakeWA.
If you're looking for a way to help fight cancer and have a good meal, you can do both at the Spaghetti Feed for a Cure. A spaghetti feed raffle and a silent auction are planned for Saturday, February 22nd at the Ephrata Recreation Center. The event is to raise funds for the Relay for Life Team Bear Teddies, who are planning on walking 60 miles for the Susan G. Komen Breast Cancer Foundation. The doors open at 4 p.m. for a social hour, followed by dinner and the auction. Tickets are $10 per adult and $5 per child before February 11th. At the door, tickets will cost $15 per adult and $7 per child. For more information, you can find their Facebook page, Bear Teddies. Each of the people you see here have warrants for their arrest and are wanted by various law enforcement agencies. If you see any of these people, the DOC asks that you not attempt to detain or apprehend them, but to call police. You can also call the Department of Corrections at 509-764-6180 during the day, or 509-762-1160 after 5 p.m. We'll be right back after these messages with the latest from the iFIBER One Weather Center, sports, and more news.